Leah back again with another video. This time I wanted to come on here and answer a question for you that I just recently got, and I had to put some thought into it to make sure I knew the correct answer, and I was telling the person who asked the correct answer. And it was, can you swim with crochet braids? So I have in right now 5 packs of the Free Trust Deep Twist hair. I've had it in now for about 3 weeks. I had another installation in for 4 weeks, and that was for a trip I took to the Bahamas. And I wanted it specifically because I needed a natural hairstyle or protective style that I could wear while in water. I took swimming lessons in May, and I went to the May and June, and I went to the Bahamas at the end of July, early August. During my swimming lessons, I had a sew-in in, and clearly that was not the right decision to make, but I knew I needed something different when I went to the Bahamas. So I went with crochet braids because I just looking at it, it looked like a style you could swim in. It looked like something that you could maintain and nothing would lose its look or wouldn't lose its luster when you swam. And I will say, you can swim in crochet braids. It's a little, I'm gonna be honest, I don't think that the hair looks 100% the same after you swim in it. I know some people are like, it'll look, I've swam in this hair, I've done all this, but for me, it's good. It's not bad. It does not look bad at all. It just doesn't look the same as it did right before you swim, if that makes sense. So I'm like, it doesn't look terrible at all. It just looks different, if that makes sense. So I'll show you a picture, or I'll insert a picture now of how I looked before I went swimming in a pool at the Bahamas. A picture of me in the pool at the Bahamas, and then a picture of me wearing my hair, or after I took a full deep in, like I swam. I literally dipped my entire head like it is now, no swim cap, in the water. So with the prior shot, as you can see, my hair was looking good, looking fleeky, looking on point. And then in the next shot, I'm in the water, I haven't ducked my head in yet, had to get my photo, pre-water photo in. And then in the last shot, I am, I've already dipped my head in. Now, it's become a lot tighter when you do that without any kind of swim cap, without any kind of mechanism to cover your head. The curls to me seem to cling together more so. So like, say these kind of make, gravel together after the pull, and you can pull it out, but I waited until like I was back into the cruise shower to detangle my hair. But yeah, I will say hair was a little tangled. Hair was definitely a little tangled after doing a full dive into the pool. I did wash my hair afterwards with shampoo, just to maintain and remove the chlorine from my natural hair. When I have crochet braids in, my #1 focus is my natural hair. Now, I want my crochets to look good, but I also want to take care of my natural hair, because that's what I'm left with after I take the crochets out. I'm on a natural hair journey, and I don't want to have anything mess up that journey, if that makes sense. So I washed it, and I let it kind of air dry. I didn't have a blow dryer, so I washed it and allowed my hair to air dry, which maybe wasn't a good thing. I should have blow dried it, or at least diffused it and maybe separated along the way. But I did notice that after I had swam, I washed it, I'd done everything, it just didn't look the same. It didn't look bad. I still got compliments. I went to work the next week, I still got compliments. I'm the only person feeling uneasy about how it looked. No one at work could tell the difference, and everybody at work still loved it. But I was like, it just feels so much more matted. Now, the second way, when I started back lessons, swim lessons this month, so after the cruise, I decided to go back to swim lessons because I feel like I didn't learn everything I needed to learn. And I will insert a clip right now of how I put my hair together in terms of prior to swimming, or how I put my hair in its cap prior to swimming. As you can see, I put my hair into four to five giant braids, and then kind of pull it back so that it can all flow up under the swim cap. That swim cap is huge. It is a huge swim cap. It is for people with dreads specifically, but I bought it because I'm like, this hair is almost like, you know, a length of a dread, so it should be able to maintain it. Now, with that, before I twisted it in the style that you saw it, I had put mousse on it, so it kind of was already moisture. You want your hair to be wet prior to you getting it re-wet, if that makes sense. You want your hair to already have some kind of moisture on it prior to dipping and submerging yourself into the water, because it somehow lets your hair soak up a lot less water. Your hair soaks up a lot less water when it's already damp. So you want to make sure your hair is damp, twisted, you put your cap on, and you swim. Now, caps do not protect your hair 100% from not getting wet. That's a myth. I don't know who told you that. I've had a swim cap on during a sew-in. My regular hair braided has always constantly gotten wet. So it just helps your hair not get soaking wet, saturated, but it does not protect your hair from getting like a lick of moisture in it. There's just too many holes, and especially with learning how to swim, you're doing so much in the water that your hair is gonna get wet no matter what. Even my you know, instructor has short hair, and her still you know, of course, gets wet. So yeah, making sure your hair is completely you know, at least a little bit wet beforehand definitely does help. Once you take the cap off, you want to go in and immediately wash your hair. Washing your hair in the twist really works a lot better than washing your hair, you know, like this. Washing your hair while it's still twisted helps immensely, and making sure that you are not getting as many tangles as you normally would. This is my hair after washing and after untwisting it. And yeah, it looks good still. It looks a lot better than it looked when I went to the Bahamas and I just, you know, went full in. It does have a little bit more frizz, but if it's picking up on camera at all, it's probably to the minimal level. It still looks good. It's like I said, it's not the hair that it was prior to swimming. It's not at all the hair that it was, you know, earlier this morning. But it's not a bad hair, if that makes sense. Let me know if you have any questions regarding can you swim in hair, swimming techniques, all that. If I love swim lessons, if you should take swim lessons, where to take swim lessons, all that stuff in the comment section below. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, and I will see you in my next video.